My name's Tanya, and I'm going to take you through a water flow class. So we are going to journey to your favorite Caribbean or warm island. For me, it's Jamaica, but for you, it might be somewhere else. And we're really going to embody this energy of water and flow and adapting to the changes that come in our lives. So we're going to start with a moving meditation, and I start a lot of my classes this way. So coming into Dhyana Mudra, which is empty bowl, you can place one hand over the other with the thumbs to touch and rest it in your lap. And then like you're gathering some water from a well, you're going to inhale and fill your breath to the top of the breath, coming up to your heart or even to your throat. And then exhale, emptying all the way to the bottom of the breath, to the end, emptying the well. And then 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. Eyes can be closed here. You can really settle and center in. Inhale. Exhale. And allowing these breaths to bring you into the present moment. And then finding like a cat-cow movement with the hips as the arms sway back and forth. So now we're finding the ripples of a wave in our spine. The pelvis will tilt and the arms will begin to rise. So again, feeling like almost a tide rising. And as you come to the top, you're going to interlace your hands, rise up onto your knees, and then inhale, take a side stretch here. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, allow your heart to open up towards the ceiling. Exhale, one more stretch. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale to center. Inhale, exhale, other side. Finding space in the side body. Exhale, finding the heart opening towards the ceiling. And then inhale, back up through center, exhale to settle. And then finding this fun kind of wave-like quality as your hands stay connected, your core is going to begin to engage here, but the top of your body can find that same rippled quality here. So you're really going to start to get an ab workout. And then after you do this for a few times, opening up, so receiving like you're filling up with water here, and then exhale, emptying to the bottom of yourself, fingertips behind, lift the hips, lift the heart, just a little baby camel. Exhale, coming to sit on the heels. And you'll hear some snap, crackle, pop as it does in my body. But coming into a tabletop and coming into a Sahaja flow cat-cow. So you can start with your basic cat-cow, but then begin to move the body, maybe in circles or a figure 8. And I like to close my eyes here as well and think of my heart as shining in all directions. So above, below, to the side, around and around. So after you've done that for a few cycles, finishing with a final cat pose here and then settling into a neutral spine. Then inhale, floating the right heel up and back, knee bent like you could stand on the ceiling, knitting the ribs here and then finding a figure 8 with the knee. And slow movement is key here. So moving like liquid, like you're moving through water, finding a figure 8, threading the knee in front and behind. And so after a few rounds of this here, again, keeping the core intact, you can inhale, lengthen the knee, heel towards the back of the room, square the hips here. So right hip comes down, left hip can lift, and then knee to elbow, coming into this side, almost like a crunch. So feeling the core, but again, still moving like you're moving through water. So repeating this a few times here. And then pausing here, pushing down in the hands, lifting in the core so that you can step the foot on the outside of the right hand and let the hips come forward towards lizard. So knee coming into shoulder, heart yearning forward as your hips come forward, and breathing here for a few breaths. Then rolling to the pinky toe side of the foot. You can use your hand if you like to open, twist, find the heart towards the ceiling, lie back. And again, releasing the outside of the leg and of the glutes here. Coming back to center into lizard pose. You can come out so that your back knee's at 90 degrees and walk the wrists under the shoulders. And then push down on the hands again. Float that front foot as it carries around, setting up for modified Vashisthasana side plank. So stacking your hips, your shoulder over wrist, and then heart. That same thing as the heart shining up towards the ceiling, lying back in the heart. And then exhale, coming back to tabletop. And you can repeat this on the other side. So if you'd like to bring this up a krama, so one step further, you can come up into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, I'll do the same leg just so that you can see on this side, but inhale the heel up and back, and then begin to find that figure 8, that water-like quality here, in front and behind. So this is a core workout in itself, but also releasing the hips here. And then feel free to even pause for a moment, bend the knee, open the hip, and looking underneath the armpit, but keeping the shoulders square. You can re-lengthen the leg, square the hip, and then come forward, shoulders over wrists into plank, knee on the outside of the elbow. Inhale, up and back, down dog split. And repeat this a few times here. And then the last time you come forward, pushing the hands down to lift the core, step the foot on the outside of your right hand, and then staying on the back toes this time, really working lizard here, so knee into thigh, heart forward, hips begin to surrender, and then rolling to the outside of that pinky toe side and outside of the back pinky toe, and taking a full journey, the hand around, heart open, lie back in the heart, allow the hips to come down. Yeah, shoulder away from the ear, so still pushing down into the mat. Taking another breath here, and then taking a journey all the way around, so walking to the left until you come into what we call, or what I like to call, double-double. So you're still on the pinky toe side of both feet, but this is a major IT band stretch. And then find a wave quality here. Inhale, heart forward, exhale, surrender. Inhale, scissor the legs, lift the heart, exhale. Once more, inhale, exhale. And then walking back all the way around. Coming back into lizard, hands on the inside of the foot, ground down with the back toes, pushing into the hands as you float this front knee for a moment, lift up, over, around, and coming into rock stars. So toes touch down, pinky toe side of the supporting leg is connected into the mat, heart lifts, hips lift, and then exhale, flipping your dog back into downward facing dog. And then you can come into your child's pose, knees nice and wide so the hips can release. And then rolling up back to where you started on your knees. Hands back into Dhyana Mudra. And just knowing that this practice is really important for releasing a lot of the control that a lot of us find in our hips. And knowing that change comes from our ability to release, to let go, to empty, and to open fully to what's coming new in our lives. So allowing this idea of feeling like we're embodying water to allow this process to really flow through us. So thank you so much. Namaste.
Ver meu ser.